I've somewhat emotionally recovered, but not totally, because this idea of coming to the end of Guardians, the end of your 10-year journey, was really emotional for you guys, and I think was probably also really emotional for fans. What was it like, actually on set? Like, what was the hardest part of saying goodbye to this world?
I really honestly sort of blocked myself off to it to the last day, and Chris Pratt gave a very emotional speech, and I got teary-eyed. He had prepared it. It was really funny. He was reading off all of the people. He went back and he looked at all the people that said the first movie was going to be a huge bomb, and all the people that said a bunch of negative stuff about how bad the movie was going to fail, and read all this stuff off, and then went into a bunch of stuff about how much we all love each other. But Zoe Saldana gave a speech that just crushed me, and I just lost it. I really cried, and I'm a big tear guy. Not a cry guy, a tear guy. I get the little tears. I'm sitting with my fiance and we're watching some movie and I get teary-eyed all the time. Real easy with the tears, not easy with the cry. And I cried, and it was really beautiful.
This whole trailer, this first footage was really beautiful. You, of course, set it to Do You Realize. Tell me a little bit about what that song is trying to kind of indicate about what Volume 3 is going to be.
Well, I think it sets a great tone for what the movie is. I mean, it's from a much different era. We've never had a movie that wasn't from the 70s in the Guardians movies. It's from, I guess, the late 90s. It's a fantastic, beautiful song. It's in the movie. It's not just a trailer song. And I think it sets a tone for sort of how, the Guardians have matured in a certain way and how this is a little bit of a different Guardians film.
All right, last thing. Would you be open to directing something outside of the Guardians universe as we kind of continue in this 4, 5, 6 through what we now know as the multiverse saga?
I guess you're saying a Marvel movie.
Yes,
listen, I'm open to what. All I care about is that when I take on a project, I got to say this is something that's going to excite and delight me for the next 2 to 3 years. If it's going to excite and delight me, and that's always a risk because sometimes it doesn't. But if it's going to excite and delight me for the next 2 to 3 years, then I am in. That's what matters. Is I don't want to be, bored. I don't want to be going to work and hating it. I don't want to be around people I don't like. I don't want to be working with a studio I don't like. I don't want to do any of those things. I'm a big spoiled baby. And one of the reasons I'm spoiled is because this cast has been so great, because I love, Kevin and Lou and the Marvel team, and I've just been really fortunate in that way to be surrounded by people who are truly good people and care about what they're doing. And they don't always succeed. Sometimes the movies work better than others, but they really put their hearts into it and they do everything they can to make it work. And that's a great thing to be around.